Sweet.
Well, how we wait. Oh. So what do I introduce you? Because obviously this is
Yeah,
on my channel, right? How are we gonna...
You introduce me. Hit it. Get it.
Yo, what's good? Call him Biddy here, personal stylist at Saranti. Today, I'm not really talking about fashion. Today, we're going to be talking about football because there's been a lot going on in the last few days. It's been a busy week for football, and there's been a lot going on. So I actually had a quick conversation with a friend of mine last night, and we thought it'd be a good idea to actually have a proper video and have a full-on conversation and talk about this because it's a hot topic. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce my good friend CJ, aka CZ. The guy's been doing this thing for a very long time. You know, the guy's got a lot going on in terms of his music and stuff like that. So definitely, at the end of the video, CJ's going to tell you about his socials and stuff, and then you can go ahead and you know, give him a follow and check out his music and check out what he's up to. I've also got another friend of mine, Dave Estridge. We've been chilling for a very long time. I've known these guys like literally, what's it? Has it been like seven to 10 years we've known each other?
Yeah, nearly a decade. Yeah.
It's been a while, isn't it? Like I mean, I've known them just through playing football a lot of the time when we were younger and stuff, and obviously we kind of like stuck together since and stuff. So yeah, it's good to have these guys on the show today and just talk everything football. Specifically, what we're going to be talking about today is Super League because that's a big topic right now. And I know that these guys have got some ideas and some things that they want to say regarding that. I personally wanted to just really very quickly touch on Black Lives Matter as well. I mean, I don't really want to go too much into it because I think it would be good to have like a separate video for that. Sorry, my brother's just walked. Yeah, I was saying, I don't really want to go too much into it. It's got a separate video for that. Yeah, so very briefly, I'm going to touch on BLM, and the majority of the show is going to be about the Super League. So yeah, just to kick things off, I'm gonna just tell you guys what the Super League is, my opinion on it, very briefly, and then I'll kind of bring the boys in. So the Super League is a league that has been put together by the top clubs in Europe. I believe it was actually started by the president of Real Madrid. Is it Perez? His name is Florentino Perez. The guy thought it would be a good idea to get the top clubs together and form their own league in which they're not able to actually get relegated, or there's no consequences of them, you know, failing in the league or playing badly because they're always going to remain in the league. There's no relegation, there's no promotion. It's just the top clubs, the top big six club in this league, and they're just going to be doing their thing. The main thing that kind of drives this initiative is, in my opinion, is money and power and greed. The fans are not very much not in the thought process at all. We weren't told about this plan or anything like that. So it's all just kind of like come out of nowhere a little bit. There was a little bit of talk about it 5 years ago that they were going to start something like this, but it was kind of brushed under the carpet a little bit. So yeah, I mean, the clubs involved in this league, in this league, the Premier League club involved in this league are Tottenham, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City as well. Dave is an Arsenal fan, as I am as well. My boy Dave, that's the one in the corner on the right. And then obviously we've got CJ, who's a Man United fan. So we are all fans of the clubs involved here. So I think it's good to get our insight. So that's my opinion on it. We're gonna just take it to the boys. I think we'll go to CJ first. CJ, what are you saying about this? What are your thought process, and you know, what's your opinion?
Yeah, so I mean, I obviously we kind of covered it a little bit earlier, but essentially my whole thing is, I think we're all agreed is like greed is obviously like a big thing for them. But like I think the kind of different point of view I had on it was, I felt like some of what they're trying to do could be considered good. It's obviously they went about it the wrong way. Like as far as we're concerned, we all know that UEFA is like corrupt. During like Sepp Blatter's had issues. There's clearly other issues that it just gets brushed under the carpet. We all move on from. Someone gets fired, and then everyone carries on as if everything's normal. But clearly, there's still corruption. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
always.
With what they've done, what they're trying to do is they've been more open about how much money they're making up front. They're all going to make this much. They don't want to be like relegated. That's obviously a dumb idea because football's all about a big team not being able to make it or getting beat by a little team. Do you know what I mean? Like, so this whole big club idea is dumb. But like in terms of how much they're making, that's been made obvious. That's fair. The way I see it, UEFA, they're probably making tons of money as well. They're probably making similar amounts of money. It's just they're giving they're given a much smaller
allocating the clubs. Not they're not giving them much money compared to what this what's it called? ESL,
right? Exactly. Whatever it's called.
Super League, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
They offered them what? 400 million, something like that. Stupid.
350.
What does the Champions League when they get? What, 60 million?
60 million, exactly. So clearly they're keeping a big chunk of money, but no one's asking questions because it's just always been, we just all accept it. Like, oh, UEFA Champions League, okay, we're gonna get 60 mil, all right. No one knows how much they actually make. No one knows where the rest of the money goes. It's just 60 mil. So it's drained. And like, I feel like I said, what they've done, what it should do going forward, obviously punish them, do everything we need to do, like, because what they did was just dumb. They went about it the wrong way. They didn't confirm anything. They didn't check with any fan. They didn't do it the right way. But going forward, we should ask the questions of where's the rest of the money going, how much is actually being made. Like that's kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, I'll pass it on to you as well.
Yeah, I think it's just it's pure greed from the owners, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've not informed the managers of the clubs.
That's true.
They've not said to Jurgen Klopp, a man that's won the Premier League and the Champions League with them in what? How long has he been there? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, not long at all.
He's not been there a while. And you look, Liverpool had won nothing of no major trophies since the Champions League in 2006, and they never won a Premier League. This is a man that's come in, inherited quite a poor squad, to be honest. This side that's spending big money on a lot of players and not getting any return from it. And he's come in, he's cleared out all the dross, brought in his players and got them competing in the Premier League again, something they haven't done for a while. Do you know what I'm saying? And for the owners to kind of go behind Jurgen's back, not inform him, sign this Europa Super League contract, whatever it's called. I just think it's crazy. I think it's bad, and it's not just Liverpool, but all the managers, they should have informed them. But especially Jurgen Klopp. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think of all the revenue he would have brought in since he's been manager of Liverpool. He's got all these new kids following Liverpool now because of the way they play football. How they've been in Europe playing against Barcelona 3-0 down. On aggregate, winning 4-0 at Anfield. He's done
true.
He's done big things. I just think it's it's very it's just a money grab.
Yeah,
short-sighted. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna get 3-0, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? And like CJ was saying, the whole point of football is to be competitive. There's no point playing football if there's no relegation. There's nothing really to play for. You're just getting paid to be in the competition. Like,
it's boring.
It's not really competitive. Like, I don't, football's all about competition, and
from the start of time, like, people remember like moments where like a big club didn't make it into, even internationals, like a big club didn't make it into the World Cup.
No, but clubs rise and they fall. Do you get what I'm saying? You look at Nottingham Forest back in the day,
it's all part of the fun.
United. It's all part of the game. 100%. The clubs are going to rise. You look at clubs like Everton, Leicester.
Bro, Leicester.
Look at Leicester. They won the Premier League, and they're always there or thereabouts now. Not near the top, but they're top 4. They're overtaking Arsenal and Spurs.
Don't say that.
I'm an Arsenal man. I'm an Arsenal man. I'm a big Arsenal man. I'm just saying it. Sometimes you have to say it how it is. It's just a fact.
That's true.
Brendan Rodgers has got them playing good football. And they're an ambitious club. Rest in peace to their old owner, but he was putting money into the club. They've got owners that care about the club. You get to try compete at the top. It's not like Arsenal with Stan Kroenke. He's just thinking, right, you got to think, why is he so happy with us being mediocre right now? Yeah, because he's always known this Super League was in the pipeline. He's always right. As soon as just like, man, I'm going to get my big 400 million payday, he's going to go for that to his ranch in America. Do you know, he's not going to invest that in the Arsenal football. Do you think Stan Kroenke is going to invest money in Arsenal Football Club?
Nah, of course not, man. It doesn't.
This is what it's a madness. Like, seriously, the government step in and sort out this this foreign ownership and some of these owners, man, because we need to take our clubs back, our British clubs back. Like, these Americans, they They don't know about British football properly.
They don't know about the culture.
We had that cabinet, whatever his face is, from Sky Sports saying that he spoke to one of the board members of a top 6 club, and these Americans don't understand the concept of relegation. It's like, this ain't the NBA, mate. Yeah?
Yeah, it's
We're in England. Yeah? We invented football. This is our...
Yeah.
Who are you to come in and sign off our clubs, you know, our clubs away for a quick money? Who are you?
Basically disregarding the history.
Just disregarding the history of the club. You haven't informed the fans.
It's just like, forget the fans, forget the history. I'm going to go do my own thing because I want money.
Yeah, all that business. He just stuck his middle finger up to the fans and said, F you lot, I don't care. I want my money. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal are a club built on, you know,
tradition
and, you know, old school traditions and whatnot. Man like Dave Brocastle will be turning in his grave.
Yeah, man. Oh, bro. Like, just 2 weeks ago, we're doing a memorial. This would have run under Arsene Wenger. You see when Wenger was in charge, these fans have got a cheek to even run that man out of the club. This is a man who, you know, he had morals. He didn't sign away with these greedy agents. He refused to work with these agents. All these agents, all these Chelseas, Man Cities, these lot have been the downfall of English football as well. They've kind of enabled these people, you know, these foreign, you know, like the foreign owners and stuff. They've allowed them to come in and do whatever. Yeah,
they've helped them get their foot in the door, because it's like Abramovich coming with all his dirty oil money and said, look, boom, how much is Thierry Henry? I'll bid 80 million for him right now. You know, like, he come in and just put his foot down. Like, I'm buying every top footballer. I'm buying. I don't care. I'll buy Andre Shevchenko's about 46 or about 35 mil. I'll buy Crespo. And do you get what? Like,
yeah.
He completely changed football. You look at PSG, 200 mil on blood clot Neymar. 222 million in cash money. Went to the bank, withdrew the cash, boom, went to Barca's board and say, yo, here the cash.
No installments.
No installments.
No, I'll see you
buyout
in
clause.
No installment.
No installments. 222 mil. Hard cash, bro. These guys are not playing
and Barcelona is still in debt.
They're still in debt. Yeah, it's mad.
Still in debt. It's mad. You raised a good point about the managers not being told about this at all, especially with Jurgen Klopp. I definitely agree that Jurgen Klopp has definitely been disrespected. But what's his name as well? Ole, the Man United manager.
Yeah, good point.
Klopp didn't know about it. Like, I can't remember what game it was. He said against Burnley or something. Like, he had a game, and like, he didn't even know before the game. And obviously after the game, he just had to face the media. Yeah. Not even knowing about all of this. It's just kind of like, whoa, what's going on here? So Harry Maguire was fuming. Like, I heard he had an altercation with Ed Woodward. He like had a go at him. He was like, bro, how can you leave our manager to dry like that? You didn't even tell him. You didn't get him. You didn't have him prepared for the media. You haven't told us, the players. Like, all the players are outraged.
Yeah. Plus, I remember someone talking about how, like, obviously people like Harry Kane, he's going for like the record, the Premier League goal record, right? And obviously, if all this stuff, if the clubs get punished, and like they were talking about removing them from the league, he now can't go for the Premier League record. Obviously, you got people like Haaland and Mbappe. 100%. People like Haaland and Mbappe. If PSG and Dortmund agree to the ESL or whatever, like they can't go for the Champions League record anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, things like it makes no sense, man.
That Super League, I think it's done.
It's dead, man.
Yeah, it's dead.
You know, it's done. It's dead. You know, the backlash. Some of the seeing some comments saying the board didn't expect this backlash.
Yeah, right.
Like, what planet he's not living on? So what?
Of course, they should have seen it coming.
Like, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You see these Yanks, they're so out of touch.
Yeah. How can you not see it coming?
They don't understand who was it? Was it the Glazers? One of them Glazers said he didn't know the offside rule for 2 years. Yeah? Do you see what I'm? These are the kind of people we're dealing with.
Yeah. Or they're looking at like that.
They're just looking at that cash.
Yeah. Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah. In regards to what you're saying about having the international owners and things like that, the two things that actually pisses me off about that is that the one thing you mentioned is that firstly, they don't understand about the English game, they don't understand about the English culture and X, Y, Z. So what that means is they don't understand that obviously with them staying in the Premier League actually funds like the lower leagues as well as it goes right down to grassroots football. Yeah. The Premier League and having all these top clubs in the Premier League that's the reason why grassroots football is, you know, is doing the way it is. And because without the Premier League, we wouldn't have the funding for the grassroots football and people and things like that. And obviously, you got players like me and CJ were saying earlier. You got players like Jamie Vardy, who has had a very short career in the professional game. Not long ago, he was playing like grassroots football and semi-pro football very, very quickly. Within a space of like 3-4 years, he's gone from being an amateur semi-pro straight to professional, and then he's playing for England, banging in goals left, right, and center.
Look at you.
You know, if it wasn't for the funding for these grassroots football, if it wasn't, you know, they'll be playing on terrible pitches. They wouldn't have, you know, good goalposts. They wouldn't have, you know, all these things that they need to prosper in the lower leagues. They wouldn't have these things, and then these players wouldn't be coming out of grassroots football because they wouldn't have the facilities to better themselves. They will all just be terrible. So obviously, if you just leave the league, that's one thing I mentioned. There are two things that pisses me off about this. The owners don't understand about the English culture and the effects that it's actually going to happen to the lower English teams, right? And then the second thing is that what they're doing is they're taking away, like you mentioned, right? The Americans are not used to the concept of relegation because they're used to NBA, where there's no relegation in the NBA. They're used to NFL and all these kind of sports, right? So it's just like in their heads, they're like, we're Arsenal. Why should I ever get relegated from the Champions League? Why should I ever get relegated from the Premier League?
He'd move Arsenal to America. I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. That's what will happen. That's what will happen. That's what will happen. And just before we move on to that, what I was saying is, what this means is things like Leicester City winning the Premier League being such an amazing thing to happen. That will never happen again because obviously you've got
they've got so much money, this top six. But I'm thinking, what top six? Where are Arsenal in the league this year? I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm an Arsenal man. Used to go to pretty much all the games. I'm an Arsenal man. Yeah, big Arsenal.
So it's like how who says that we are a top 6 club right now? We're literally like
what gives us the right to have some sort of what gives us the God-given right to go into this European Super League? Do you know what I'm saying?
Like even Tottenham, man.
Tottenham. Don't get me. You don't want to get me started on that club, you know, about top 6. Tottenham, top club. What have you won in the last?
Honestly, ever?
Leicester.
I remember you winning a League Cup in like 2007 or something and being gassed over it, beating Chelsea in the final. What have you won since then? It's a joke club. It's a joke club.
It's a joke.
It's a very cool club. It's a rubbish club. Are they bigger than Newcastle? Are they bigger than Villa? Really and truly, are they bigger clubs? I know.
Even Nottingham Forest. I would even say Nottingham Forest are a bigger club. They won the Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Tottenham do not deserve to be in the Super Six.
It's a rubbish club. Awful club.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
Like you said, it's down to the money. Like they got a new stadium. That's what they're bringing. They're bringing that new stadium. It's the money.
But this is what I was saying. They probably gained a new fans while Poch was there. Big up Poch. He was a good gaffer, I must say.
Yeah, Poch. He's doing bits at PSG right now. Bro, can you imagine? Arsenal can't even beat Fulham. And what? We're going to go into some league with Man City and Barcelona every week. Come on, man.
Imagine an El Neni and Ceballos midfield every week against Barcelona and them, man. Yeah?
Every week.
Sideways passing by El Neni every time. Yeah?
Every week, bro. I can't.
Listen.
That would kill.
What, with Arteta in charge? Get me out of it. It's laughable. With Pep's Cone Boy. Hold on. With Pep Guardiola's Cone Boy, you want me to watch Arsenal every week against the top clubs in Europe?
Nah, bro.
El Nene in midfield.
Tears every weekend.
It's lucky Mustafi still ain't got a contract, and you know these lot would be playing.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
You know.
Do you know what's funny about that as well? What's funny about that is the fact that not only would El Neni be playing, El Neni would also be demanding a bigger contract because now the club's getting more money.
Yeah.
He'd be like, pay me 300 grand a week.
Yeah, man like William.
Yeah, you got to get him 400.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't think
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? With this big injection of cash from this Super League, it's gonna just inflate the prices even more in football.
Yeah, like the ticket prices and that.
It's gonna come to the fans.
Everything's gonna be expensive.
And
you know what? Yeah, because they own the leagues themselves, they're gonna have their own TV rights. Yeah. So imagine, I think Gary Neville mentioned it not like a couple nights ago. He said, imagine there's like 150 Man United fans, right? Now that the Man United are in their own league, they can have their own like channels. So obviously, there already is Man United channels, but you don't have like the Man United versus Arsenal. You don't have all of the Premier League games on the Man United channel. But what Man United can now do, they can say, because we founded the Super League, I want all of the games shown that are being played. I want them shown on our Man United channel. And then Chelsea can do the same. Tottenham can do the same. And obviously, imagine if they charge one Man United fan £1. Gary Neville was saying if there's 150 Man United fans, that's 150 million pounds. 150 million Man United fans. That's 150 million pounds every week that they play, that is being shown on TV. Just by showing the games, they get 150 per fan. And that's just charging £1 per fan. So just imagine like the amount of money that they will get from this. And obviously, what they didn't take into account as well, and this has always been in the laws of the Premier League, is that if any club was to kind of come away from the Premier League and separate from the Premier League, then their players will not be able to play international football and Champions League and all of these kind of things. So not only is the Premier League going to be affected, international football will be affected. Imagine not being able to see Messi and Ronaldo in the World Cup. Imagine, because they're being banned from international football because of the Super League.
It's not just that, yeah. It's like it takes out the competitiveness from the Premier League as well.
100%.
I think Arsenal could finish 15th every year. It doesn't matter. We're in the Super League.
Yeah.
400. Who cares?
That's true. But you know what? We're going to be at the bottom of the Super League too. So what's the point?
But Biddy, it doesn't matter because Stan Kroenke's getting his money.
Yeah.
The Yanks it's just going towards building more ranches in America. We don't care about the Arsenal Football Club. I don't care less about his ventures in America.
It can't be allowed to happen. Yeah.
Did you see what Bellerin shared Arsene Wenger's last words before he left Arsenal, which was, every lover of Arsenal Football Club, make sure you do all you can to protect the values of the club. So imagine our greatest manager is saying that, and then we've just gone and just disregarded the fans.
Some of these Arsenal fans as well, they've got to look themselves in the mirror as well. Like the way they hounded out Arsene Wenger, working on a shoestring budget every year.
Yeah, that's true.
To a new stadium, it's not getting a penny off a stand. Not getting a penny. Yeah.
Well, worse off now.
Drivers getting top 4 every year, and look at us now. Yeah, Wenger's Wenger at his worst, apparently. Yeah, last 50 games, his record is still better than Emery's first 50 games and Arteta's first 50 games, and that's apparently Wenger's. He's finished. Apparently, that's Wenger done. His last 50 games is better than Emery and Arteta's. What's going on? You got to remember as well. Wenger was only a point of finishing off top 4. One season, and the next season, I can't remember, we finished 5th or something. People will be biting their hands off for that now.
That's true.
And
especially
this is on a budget, and this is a man that refused to work with these filthy agents. People like Mino Raiola or whatever his name is. I don't know his name.
It's true.
He's just you know what I'm saying? This is a man that stuck to the, he stuck to the code, he stuck to the rules. He didn't, he didn't bend the rules.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm proper curious about what happened with this whole Mourinho situation as well.
No, I'll tell you what happened with the Mourinho situation. Levy's thinking, right, we're a founder of the Super League now. Let's get rid of Mourinho. I can pay the £30 million compensation fee or whatever.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I'm getting 400 mil. That's light work. Because Mourinho's probably been winding up Levy since day one. Because Mourinho is not the most likable character, is he?
Nah.
The guy's a puppet. Can't stand the guy. Yeah, hate him. Yeah, horrible man. Yeah,
a lot of people do hate him. So yeah, is he probably trying to get rid of him?
So Levy's been itching to get rid of Mourinho since day one. Yeah.
As
soon as Mourinho opened his mouth and they had a little, Levy's like, right, I've got it in for this guy. Boom.
Yeah.
200 mil. Super League founder. Get out of here, Mourinho. Your bag's already packed, mate. Your bag's the pack, Jose. See you later.
You're done out here. I heard that he got rid of him because Mourinho was not happy with the whole thing.
That's what Mourinho's saving face. He's got an ego. That's Mourinho's saving face, I'd say.
The thing is, Do you think that's true though? Do you think that's actually why?
Greedy Mourinho. He's a checkbook manager. He's probably thinking Super League, 400 mil, blood. I can buy it. Yeah. Boy, do you know what? Boy, come on. This is a man that just goes. He follows the money.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
you think Jose's kicking up a stink about the Super League? I wasn't born yesterday.
Nah, but Jose wants to be in the Champions League though. He's like, that's his whole thing. He wants
Jose follows the money.
He follows the money, but he also follows the Champions League. Like he wants to be in a club that competes for the Champions League.
But we don't know that.
But think about his record. He goes to this club, he wins it. He goes to this club, he wins it. Like that's what.
Where he won it for?
Except Tottenham.
Won it.
He's not winning it at Tottenham, is he?
They won that at Tottenham.
He's not winning it at Tottenham.
Obviously not. But he could at least he was gonna be able to say I won him a trophy. Like obviously he's got.
Yeah. He would have won the League Cup
this weekend.
No.
He would have been like, yeah, I did it.
I was going to say, that's peak. That's so peak that they got rid of him 6 days before the final.
Like, you got to laugh at Tottenham. It's not peak. We laugh.
True. Honestly, now I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I laugh because you got to think of it. They've had to pay Jose 30 mil compo. Yeah. They're not getting in the Super League.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's 30 mil down the shit off of Tottenham.
Same.
That makes me happy.
That's fair. And like
I don't like Tottenham.
The reason I brought Mourinho up as well is because I was like you said, the way they did it to Jurgen, like didn't give him any warning. If Wenger was still there, there's no way they could pull this and get away with it. If
Wenger would have been at their next.
Exactly. If Fergie as well.
There's
no way you could do that.
Fergie, you would have seen Fergie marching in that.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall.
100%. That's what I'm saying. There's no respect for Mourinho, no respect for Jurgen, and like again, it's this new owners thing where they feel like they're so much more powerful than anyone else. The fans, the managers, doesn't matter what you've done for the club. They can get away
because they only care about the money. They don't care about the club. I think the government should get involved. I can't stand this government, by the way. But I think
they did. You know, Boris Johnson.
No. But I think they should intervene further and bring in the same rule as they got in Germany. You know, where the fans have got like part ownership of the club. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Billy, I don't think Billy knows about this. Do you know?
Yeah, I think it's called like the 50+1 rule. So I don't know too much about it.
I can give a little detail.
Yeah, go on.
Now, so what I know about it is essentially they make sure that the club can never be owned by anyone else, but other than the fans, for more than 51%. So fans own the club, own 51% of the club, and then anyone else who wants to buy the club, they have to buy 49%. That's it. They can't buy 60%. Yeah. So that way, whatever happens, the fans always get the last say. You know what I mean? Like you can never.
That's the way it should be. I like that rule. So in Germany to do that.
Yeah, so that's why Bayern Munich and Dortmund turned it down. Same as like Leipzig, if Leipzig got offered, Leipzig are different actually.
I think Leipzig are big investors.
Yeah, so Leipzig got bought while
Leipzig got
Huh?
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
They own that Red Bull. Yeah.
So they
also have this 51 thing.
They don't have it. So they bought the club before the club were in the top 2 divisions, which means they were able to buy it outright. So they're the only ones who can do all this, which is again why they had the different money and all. You know, it's all different with them. But essentially, in Germany, they have something similar. So I hear what you're saying. Like if England put something in place like that, that could actually be decent.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Again, how do you take it back from the owners? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, but this is the thing. They should get punished for what they've done.
Yeah. The punishment.
100. What would you suggest? What do you think the punishment should be then?
You said 18 points.
Yeah? I did say deduct all these top 6 8
points.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, is it a bit harsh because the managers didn't know, the players didn't know? But nah, punish them anyway, I say. You know what?
Man.
Punish them, man. I don't care. Punish them all 18 points. But them owners, I don't. They
got to get like a fine or something. The most they
can
do to the owners is fine them. Really, that's all they can do.
What I was gonna say. Yeah, do you know what it is? Like, they need money, fine them money. Like that's what matters to them ultimately. If you take 18 points off them, all that happens is the fans, the players, they have to fight back the 18 points. Nothing happens to the owners. Yeah. To them, they're like, all right, keep making money for us anyway.
That's true.
I reckon fine the clubs, because that ultimately goes to the owners. It's not going to come out of the players' pockets. It's not going to come out.
But I think somehow we should somehow force them to sell like shares or something. Just say, look, the rules have changed. Listen, sell up. Right. If you want 49%, have 49%.
Yeah.
But listen, piss off back to America.
Yeah, they just need to draw something up, which basically means that the best thing for all of them will be to sell or drop the amount of players, whatever it is.
I've got I want to make a point while it's fresh on my mind. I think it's quite hypocritical of what is it, Chelsea and Man City and also Sky Sports to take this moral high ground. You know, we're holier than thou. European Super League.
I was going to say about PSG as well.
Yeah, and PSG as well. Oh, it's the worst thing ever. This and that. It's like, hold on a minute, Sky Sports. I swear you were charging us £15 to watch Burnley against Sheffield United not long ago. Not being funny. I'd rather watch paint dry, to be perfectly honest with you. I remember having to, because I'm such an idiot, because I paid £15 to watch Arsenal get slapped 3-0 by Villa at the Emirates. And this is on Sky Sports office, box office, whatever you want to call it.
Is it?
£15. I could pay an extra £5 and get an away ticket and go and watch Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do you get what
I'm saying? To be honest, man, especially during
and their fees are high, Sky Sports. I think it's a bit expensive.
Yeah,
man.
What were you saying?
I was saying, especially during COVID days, because obviously the fans because fans we can't go to the stadium, so we have to watch it on the TV. So that means you should at least make it cheaper or free. Don't make it more, because what they're doing is they're exploiting the situation of people not being able to go to games. So they're like, you're gonna have to watch it somehow, so we'll charge you for it.
And what did they do once there's talk of this Super League come out? Oh, we're taking the moral high ground. Let's whack Liverpool against Leeds on YouTube. Get out, bro! I wasn't born yesterday. Yeah, I can see every time I'm on my Instagram, Sky Sports posting something about the European Super League, like the outrage, like you know, it's like look, you know, and it's like, look, the Super League, it's a horrible concept, load of rubbish, chuck in the bin, but it's coming from you know, corrupt people. You know, they're like the people going, you know. So,
and actually, you know what? That brings me on to my next point, right? So this is actually like the second part of the show.
Hold on, sorry, I forgot to say, sorry, Biddy. Chelsea and City, they've ruined the game with all this money. So for them to come and say, oh, we're not in the European Super League, we're, you know, look at us, ooh, you know, we're actually singing, ooh, yeah. The clubs, Man City's owners, are they linked to Dubai and all that? I swear, look at the World Cup and all that. You know, with them 6,500 migrant workers and all that, not even getting. I swear, Man City's owners are linked to that.
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
Man City have been linked with so much corruption. What was that thing that they got charged for? Was it financial fair play? There we go, Biddy. There we go. And they just paid off. They just paid them off. Like obviously, we don't know that they paid them off. But like
lawyers, it's better lawyers. They had better lawyers. That's what we know.
Where's the fee for fair play when Chelsea come in? What? How much for Thierry Henry? How much for Hernan Crespo? How much for Steven Gerrard?
They even took our Fabregas, bro. They took our Fabregas.
Football manager. Abramovich is playing football manager. You know, on easy mode, doing the glitches where you get like bare money. You know, with them ones.
It's just pressing simulation, bro. It's not even what he's doing. It's just singing the thing, bro. Come on, man.
He took the piss.
But I wanted to talk about when you said outrage. You said about you mentioned about outrage and Sky Sports is coming out, and obviously we know about Gary Neville like speaking out so vigorously and so.
Well, hold on, Gary Neville, isn't he? He's someone that wanted to put all that money into Salford, I'm sure, to get them right up to the Premier League and whatnot. Where's your regard for the non-league then, mate? Oh,
he even said himself, like, he even said himself, like, I know that I've got involvement with football and I know that money matters to me as well. But so it was a little bit of like a hypocrisy there. But yeah, I mean, but I do have to say though, I like the fact that he has come out and he's passionate about it and he's trying to do something about it. That's really cool and to see. It's really cool to see from him. But the one thing that really gets on my nerve, right? We can see the power of the fans and we can see how powerful we can be when we unite. As soon as this whole Super League thing comes about and everybody knows that it will affect everybody, right? Whether you're white, you're black, you're gay, whatever it is, as long as you love football, you will be affected by this. Every single person has just shown such discontent by this. And everyone's like, bro, this is going to affect our game. Gary Neville has come out and done this and everything. And now, last night, all 6 Premier League all 6 Premier League clubs, the big 6, that were going to form part of the Super League, they've now withdrawn from the Super League. So that's good news. That's good news that they've now decided to not go ahead with it. There's 6 clubs that we've just spoken about this whole show, right? But what really gets on my nerves is if we are able to make such a change, such a drastic change because of the power of the fans, why can't you show the same energy when it comes to Black Lives Matter? When we have black professionals being racially abused after every single game, there's not one week at the end of the game do I not see something on social media that, oh, this person has been racially abused, that person has been racially abused. It literally happens almost every single week. And to me, that's something that should take the front seat because this is racial abuse. But you don't hear as much fuss or hassle about this. It's just a few people who come out and talk about the injustice of racial abuse. And guess what? Those people are black. It's always the black people. Thierry Henry came out and posted on Facebook and said, listen, guys, I'm coming out of social media because nothing is being done about this. Every single time people are being racially abused on Instagram, Facebook, XYZ. Why is it so easy for you to realize this video, if I had like a song playing in the background that is like a popular song, right? Copyright. If I post it on YouTube, straight away it gets taken down because of YouTube, the algorithm would detect this copyright thing in the video, and all of a sudden the video is taken down. So if you're able to do that so quickly for copyrights and things like that, why don't you take down comments for people who are being racially abused? And why can't you come up with a system to make sure that those people who are racially abusing these other people are out of social media and they can't just return, they can't just make another account and just do it again? And you know what, where is this energy when it comes to Black Lives Matter approach and things like that? As soon as something affects every single color, that's when every single fan like rises up, and what's come out of that is now these 6 clubs are no longer going to be in the Super League. Arsenal posted, I'm sorry, we have listened to our fans and we made a mistake. We are sorry. So they listened to the fans and they've now decided to not go ahead with this anymore. So why can't the fans show this much unity and this much discontent with the fact that there is racial abuse going on so that something can be done about it? That's my thing about this whole BLM thing. I don't want to go too much into the actual BLM and how it came about with George Floyd and all of that. It's just basically just touching on BLM and football, just very quickly. And I'd love to do another video with you guys, like as a separate video in terms of BLM, so we can go into it properly. But this really gets to me, man. I don't know what your thoughts are on this.
Like me, like. You see on social media and whatnot, there's a lot of idiots from all different colours, I swear to God. When I go on Twitter, all I see is just idiots, yeah? And what it is, it's just a bunch of kids behind fake profiles. I don't think we should be giving them this much attention. You get what I'm saying? Like, social media, but I do believe that Twitter and Instagram, they make it too easy to allow these comments and the bots and this is the thing as well. They talk about racism, yeah. But Twitter, you can type in a meme for the N word, and you know you're getting memes and all that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But that's crazy.
But this is what I'm saying. It's all mad, and you know, I don't. And with the racism in football, I think mainly when the racism occurs is when you go to these Eastern European countries. You know, like the qualifier. You know, when you're playing, say England. Name some of these countries. Hungary.
It's like all these foreign countries. I don't say like if you go somewhere Russia,
they're so out of touch, and they're just trying to. And you know, so Italy sometimes. Now I don't know what their game is. Personally, I know what you're saying. FIFA kind of they let it run. They need to let it run. They just need to ban fans going in that stadium forever. Listen, if you lot can't control the people in your country, you lot can't play with fans.
Yeah, man.
You know,
let me
this Slavia Prague guy. I don't know too much about. I don't know too much about. I haven't seen the clip, or whatever. I've heard about it, but
you're a monkey, and you know you are.
Ban my man or whatever. You know, ban him for a good couple of years.
You got 10 games. You got 10 games.
I think 10
That's
games.
What I'm saying, bro.
10 games,
sorry to cut you, bro. I feel like I didn't make it clear. So when I talk about racism in football and stuff, I don't mean just the Instagram and social media comments. It's in football. Like I woke up this morning and I saw this thing on Facebook of an Italian reporter talking about Romelu Lukaku, and he was saying like the only way you can stop him is by throwing a bunch of bananas at him. Like he said that live on air. Like, how is this so blasé?
So the guy's an idiot. Yeah, we all know this. Guy's an absolute prat. Whoever said this deserves a slap him up. Whoever, you know what I mean? I don't know, but the thing is, I don't think in certain countries, yes, there's issues when you go there and whatnot. But as a British game, racism in the British game, I don't think so.
Nah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's more when you go to like.
If you talk about when my dad was growing up and all that, trying to throw monkeys, monkey, you know that business. I say, boom.
Yeah.
But it's not. All I'm seeing right now, I'm just seeing a lot of virtue signaling. To be honest, all this taking the knee, this
exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. Shit.
Taking the knee, I think it's pathetic. Personally,
yes, it is.
I'll do the same thing Zaha done. But like you said, if I fully agree with you, you know, with all these foreign country, Bulgaria, FIFA just lets it run. They just let it run. It's like, hold on a minute, half the England team's been abused here and whatever. But you're letting them have fans in the net. You're just giving them a £5,000 fine or something. It's like, hold on, bro. Like, you know, what's £5,000? And it's like, it's just caveman mentality from these lot. I wouldn't let them in. They're clearly backwards people. But at the same time, I don't let it get to me. Do you get what I'm saying? We're living in Britain. Like it's a great country, you know. We're all here. We live a good life here. Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
No, I understand, but
I don't think it's a big problem. I don't think it's a problem in the British game, personally.
This is how I see it, right? It may not be a problem massively in the English game, but the English football is the most popular in football. So English. The people that are in English football have the most influence, and they are in the best position to make sure that this stops, right? Because they have the influence. So what I'm saying is, okay, so it might not be English people who are most racist, but like they should do more. Like, do you know what I'm saying? There should be a lot more than who's in charge of the FA, the FIFA, or whoever.
They should just ban these countries from having fans in.
That's what we're saying.
But this one's saying they're corrupted. We all know that.
Yeah.
But
FIFA's English, right? FIFA's English.
No,
it's not English. FIFA's
this is a combination of different. Okay, so that incident with the Sparta Prague player who racially abused Kamara, who
personally, the whole I don't like all the virtue signaling, to be honest with you. Like, you got all the commentators,
just the kneeling down.
They're just milking the thing. Personally, I would have just tumped up the player in the tunnel. Like,
that's what I'm
talking about?
Like,
forget the talking, bro. Just actions, bro. If it insulted you that much, and you got people going, just tump you up, bro. Do you think that would have ran with me?
No, not you, Dave. I know that.
This is what they're saying, though. This is what they're saying. So I heard that apparently there was an altercation in the fucking whatever in the tunnel afterwards, and then they gave Kamara a 3-game ban.
Oh, 3-game ban. That's what I'm saying.
They gave him a 3-game ban, and I'm like, that's
taking the piss.
That's what you get for a red card. I can get a red card now and get a 3-game ban, and they gave him a 3-game ban for getting racial abuse and doing something.
If you chinned him, you'd firms it though. At the same time though. I'm saying, I'd firms it.
Obviously for him, he's going to brush it off his shoulder.
It is a bit mad, yeah.
It's just mad. That's what I'm saying. So,
you know what I'm saying? So
how did they come to that conclusion? So I think what you're trying to say is essentially what needs to happen is people who are making these decisions and giving out the punishments. So, like, we need to figure out who they are. Like, they need to come forward and be like, right, I'm the one who decided it's a 10-game ban. That way we can be like, you're an idiot. Fire.
Yes.
If you get a 10-game ban, you get a 3-game ban.
It's my bad because
fire him. Yeah.
So I actually thought like it's the FX, sorry, FIFA who I thought FIFA involved in the English stuff, and I thought it's them. But you're right. Whoever is dishing out these punishments needs to look at themselves, because people get longer for missing drug tests.
Yeah.
You get a longer ban for missing the drug test. So are you telling me that missing a drug test is more important than racial discrimination? This is what I'm trying to say. So when I say
abuse, or abuse,
racial abuse, racial abuse. I mean, it's surely not as important, right? I mean, it's one of those things that makes me feel like if you're just given a 10-game ban and also banning the person who is the victim, you're not showing that racial abuse is a serious matter.
Saying that though, Biddy, if Glenn Kamara did actually punch my man in the chin, I don't know what happened. I don't know. But if my man did actually chin him, you gotta say he doesn't deserve a 3-game ban. I personally, I'd firms it. Me personally, I'll do a couple of weeks in jail. It'd be mine. I'll just thump him up. Just you know, it's embarrassing. You're racially abusing me on TV. Like, who are you? Yeah. Like, bro, it would have been a wrap. Seriously, it would have been mad.
But don't get me wrong. If he did do something, I don't think there's any allegations that he hit him or anything like that.
There is. Like I said,
did Glenn Kamara chin him? Yeah,
that's what they said.
Yeah, okay,
okay, all right. So in that case, all right then. So I agree with the 3-game ban, because he still did something wrong.
It's just like it's like the law, isn't it? It's like, for example, say you were speeding to the hospital because your mum had a broken leg. You still get the 3-point fine if you went over the speed limit. Regardless you'll take it. But you take it.
You'd be like, that's
it's like, all right.
I do that every time. Yeah, I do that every time. Yeah. So again, for him, but then what then happens is the person who did the racial abuse, he'll be like, oh, do you know what? The next 10 games, whatever. I don't really care.
I want to say something about this BLM thing though. I think the whole kneeling before the match is the whole BLM. If you actually read what they stand for, the thing's a joke. Yeah,
it is. I agree.
Like, personally, I like the what was the saying before? It was like stand up, speak. You know that whole scheme, like anti-racism. That was cool. Like, I like
show racism the red card.
All that show racism the red card. That was working fine.
Kick it out is another one.
BLM thing's bare political. It's all politics.
You know what? Do you know what makes it very political? Like you said, it's the fact that it's not really focused on racism. Firstly, it's focused on black racism, which kind of like segregates. I like the kick it out thing. Because that was about racism as a whole. I do understand why the Black Lives Matter thing came up, because obviously with the whole George Floyd situation, the guy was black. And obviously, you know, when it comes to police brutality and stuff, it's a lot of the time it's white on black, but a lot of the time it is in America as well, which is why I also kind of personally why.
I'm not being funny. What's George Floyd dying got to do with the Premier League? Like,
yeah, this is what I'm saying. So
I do see a bunch of overpaid idiots getting on one knee because I'm black every two. I don't care. I don't want to see you getting on your knee. You know, like,
that doesn't do anything.
Sign of submission. I don't want to see that.
What I would say is, I like the fact that the Premier League are trying to raise awareness about it. But what I would say is, just kneeling down literally does nothing. It does not, like Lacazette knelt in front of the Sparta Prague squad before the game, and it looks like. It looked like some Slava Prague. It looked like Slava Prague.
Whatever I don't know their name.
Yeah, I gotta think something.
Same thing to me.
They made it look like it's some massive stand, like okay, like and to be honest with you, I fell into that trap a little bit. I've got it as my cover photo on Facebook, that picture. I'm like, yeah. But and then the next game after that against Fulham, it's the same thing. He's gonna kneel in front of the players, and I'm like, oh wait, hang on, hang on. It's just what they do, isn't it? It's not a victory. It's not like, yeah, that's it now. So that makes me think, so why are they doing it then? If they're not
signaling, man, everyone wants to be politically correct. Oh, look at me, I'm so perfect. Ooh,
it's just all for the eyes.
I'm holier than now. Yeah. It's all for the eyes. What are you dealing for me for, mate? I'm black.
Man. I just want them to do something, man. For example, there's been cases of like people like fans in the stadium who would racially abuse a player, for example. That fan would probably get like a ban from that particular competition. Rip up the season ticket. Like, this fan is no longer welcome to our club in general. Total, complete, done. But usually they'll give them like a suspension of like maybe like a year or 2 years, or maybe they would say you're banned from this particular competition in which you are being racist and things like that. I don't get it. Like, why don't they do more? Like,
I was going to jump in there. For me, like, I honestly don't think the answer to like a racist situation like that, I don't think the answer is banning them for life, because I think everyone serves a term. Do you know what I mean? You get punished, you serve a term. That's how I feel. I feel like what needs to happen is education. Like, obviously, if someone speaks or racially abuses me, I'm just looking at them like, you're obviously just not very aware of things. You're not very intelligent yourself.
Some people are just stupid. True. Like, you just see me. If someone's racist, I don't actually care, to be honest. Like, it's not affecting. Like, say some racist man called Gary from Halifax is racist. Why should I care? I've got, do you know what I'm saying? I've got things to do.
No, I do.
Like, if you're going to come out and say, "Oh, you black this," yeah, you might you'll probably get a slap in the mouth and all that business, but it doesn't affect my life. Like, you go to watch Arsenal. There ain't no man being racist there. You go if you go to watch certain clubs and that, but I don't like paying it that much attention, to be honest with you.
But you know what?
Hold on, Biddy. Like, you got this BLM. They're just as racist as the people they claim to be fighting against.
I get
the actual leaders of the Black Lives Matter and that, they're madness. You look at this Sasha Johnson or something, the leader of Black Lives Matter in the UK, I believe. She said she wants to make white people as slaves and this, like, you know, like, just talking all types of madness. Yeah,
so backwards.
And this is the thing. No one takes this BLM seriously. So when you've got people who are kind of sick of, like, when racism is there, call it out, like, do whatever, like, handle it. But the whole virtue signaling for nothing is why certain people are getting wound up. I'm getting wound up about it. My dad's getting wound up about it. A lot of my family members, all black, are saying this is perfect.
Bro, I'm getting wound up by it because virtual signaling is just showing that I care. without actually showing that you care.
Yeah.
So if you're not actually doing anything about it, that's what gets me upset. Because there's a lot. This is what I'm saying about the virtual signaling, is that a lot of people are just doing it for like a charade. It's just to show that, oh, actually we care. Like, let's take a knee. Like that's going to do something. But really, it's not actually going to do anything. And I agree with you, CJ, in terms of education. I still believe that these people should be banned for life, but at the same time, I would say that they should go on a course, like an educational course that would tell them the reason why the things that they've said is wrong, right? I definitely agree with you on that.
If they want to come back into football, I wouldn't even force them to do it. It's like, I don't know, if you want to drive again, if you want to get your license again, go learn how to drive. Do you know what I mean? If you want to come back into football and mix with other people who are mixed, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think everyone, like CJ said, everyone's got like a redemption kind of thing. Like, do you know, like so you've got to take into consideration that person's background, how they were brought up, like their level of intelligence. You know, did you get what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Some people have had hard lives, for example. There could be anything, childhood trauma, anything, and it could just make them think a certain way.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So, like I said,
it's why the education's key.
Exactly.
It's not just like why you why we said this racist thing. People need to get to the depths of the issue, the root cause. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I definitely get what you're trying to say.
Because that's where the whole mental health comes into play. Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, some of them, they're not right in the head. Oh no, why do you hate him? Well, because he's black. Or because he's pink. Or blue. They'll come out and it's like, you're not making sense though, mate. Like, you met some black guy who's an idiot. So what, all black people idiots? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, stupid.
That's the thing. I agree that a lot of it is down to education. A lot of it is down to the people's backgrounds and stuff. Like if you're coming from Russia, chances are you're probably going to be like more. Chances of you being racist is probably higher than. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's down to like where you're from, your background, and X, Y, Z. So education would be key. I agree that. But a lot of it, I actually think as well that as humans, I think part of the problem is as humans, we want to be superior to everyone else. Like we as humans are the most superior being, all right, compared to animals and X, Y, Z. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like that's why, for example, it took so long for women to be able to vote. It took so long for people to accept gay marriages and X, Y, Z, because men would think, oh no, we're more superior. Like women don't have the right to vote. Women, do you know what I'm trying to say? And X, Y, Z. So there's this thing in the human nature to want to be superior. So if you're white and you're seeing a minority, the term minority means less than the majority, right? So when you see the minority and we're even branded as minority,
already
straight away you just think I'm better than that guy because he's a minority and I'm not. Do you see what I'm saying? So it kind of like eggs them on a little bit. And I don't know why there's all this branding. Why am I black and why are you white? Why can't I just be different to you? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just like I'm a man and my sister is a girl. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like why is it that if somebody wants to if somebody's trying to like talk about me and I'm far away from them, they might point to me and be like, oh, the black guy over there. They wouldn't say that guy over there. For some reason, there's always
I say that though, time as well.
I was gonna say you want to own your title. If you're black, own it.
Yeah, like I think that's minor. Like for example,
but listen to me, bro. Like if they were to say, I would 100% look. I'm proud of being black. So if you want to say to me that black guy over there, if you want to say, oh, that black guy over there, I'm fine with that. But when I'm not fine with that is if you don't say that white guy over there, because I don't hear that often. Right. Like white people are not branded as white. They're given names. They're given names.
I'll tell you.
Or the guy with the hat, or you know what I'm trying to say.
When I go to the Caribbean on holiday, when I went there when I was a kid, bro, I was cool. Yeah. I was called like all sorts. Like I was just called light skin. Everywhere I go, light skin. light skin. Yeah, light skin. Why am I light? I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just
I
don't care, but at the same time, I'm not. They're doing that to me. Some people could take that offensive.
Right. Yeah.
It's all about your mindset and your mentality. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. But bro, let me. There's so much.
Think about it, Eddie. Where you are, yeah. We're in Britain, yeah. Say you're literally you're at a train station or something. You're at a train station platform. It's bare heads, and I don't know. They're trying to identify someone. They're looking at the CCTV or something. They might microphone to someone. Yeah, he's next to the black guy. Like, and it's just easier to. Sometimes it's not that deep all the time.
This is where this is why I hate that so much, because if it's easier, why isn't it easier to say it's next to the white guy?
Yeah, but if you're in a black majority, say you're in Nigeria, they will say the white dude. It's a fact.
No. But like, okay, for instance, here's a better example, right? In the game against, I can't remember what team it is. The club that Demba Ba. Do you remember Demba Ba?
Yeah.
The club that he currently plays for. Somebody was racially abusive to him. The linesman. The referee on the line. He said he was trying to communicate. He was trying to communicate to the ref, to the main ref, and he said, "Oh, I'm the black guy over there." And then Baba was saying, "Why do you have to say the black guy? Why can't you just say the number 10 or number?" Do you know what I'm saying? Like there are other ways. Your example, Dave, of it's just easier. I'm a black guy, but I'm wearing a black jumper and a black hat. So why can't you say the guy in the black jumper or the guy in the black hat or the guy wearing do you know what I'm saying? The guy with the beard. The guy, do you know what I'm saying? If it was a descriptive, if you were describing somebody else, right, in my opinion, who was white, they wouldn't say the white guy, even if that white guy is among 3 other black people. In my opinion, even if that white guy is amongst 3 other black people, I still don't believe it will be classed as the white guy. I think they'll say, "Oh, the guy with the hat on and X, Y, Z," and that's what gets to me is that why do we have to be like? It's like we're categorized in a way, and that's what I just don't kind of agree with. And I know what you say, Dave. A lot of people can be very chilled about it. A lot of people are relaxed about it, and it's kind of like, man, I don't care.
No one's running no jokes on me about no black joke and that. Yeah, you're not running no jokes around me. My point is, like, it's all about perspective and where you are. Like, like I said, when I was in the Caribbean, I don't care about call me light skin because I am light skin. And I don't really care. Everyone else is black. I'm the only light skin there. Yeah, light skin. Why? What? Like a lot of them are family, and I do not care.
No, I get what you're saying, Dave, but that's what I mean by it's. You're right. It is
you can have it one way. You get.
Yeah, but mate, when you
say white boy all the time, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know. I've never heard
busy, like, you know what I mean?
White boy. This is what I'm saying. I've never heard any of my black friends say white boy. But there's history to being black. So regardless of whether you say it's about people's perception or not, there are certain things that you don't say. There are certain things you don't do because of the history, right? Because the chances are 9 times out of 10, there are going to be people who are going to be upset by it. Because there are going to be the odd people who are like, man, I don't care, call me light skin, call me black, call me X, Y, Z. But because of the history of being a black person, and also because of the fact, well, not the fact, but the idea, our opinion is we're not given as much opportunities as others. How many black managers are in the Premier League? How many black managers are in the Premier League? Are you telling me that
how do you know? How do you know? Just to give you an argument, how do you know what how do you know how many applied? How many do you know actually want to go into coaching? There's a lot. Like, if you give us a breakdown and how many are actually good? What if they're rubbish?
But this is what I'm saying, bro. It's not
but
about.
The thing is, you look in America. Because you're black, you get in this university. Oh, we want a black person in the cabinet. You know what this? It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's like, oh, we want a black person to look good. They're the real, this whole liberal thing and that, they're the real racists. They think black people are stupid.
You know what? You're right. It is just about filling the quota, just making sure, oh, we've got a certain amount of black people. But this is what, don't get me twisted, yeah? I'm not saying black people should be given more opportunities because of they're black. Like, if you're not good for the job, you do not get in the job, regardless of what skin color you are, right? If they were to do it the other way around, where they're just giving people jobs just because of they're black, then the problem is turned opposite, where the white people are now being, you know, discriminated against.
That's the maddest. They're doing that.
Do you know what I'm saying? So give people equal opportunities. But what I'm trying to say to you, bro, is that Sol Campbell. You asked for an example. Sol Campbell is an example. He wanted to be a manager. He is manager of Macclesfield. Macclesfield he was a manager of. He's not gone any further than that. I'm sure he would have applied for other jobs. Don't tell me that they're out of all the black people that are involved in football, not one of them is good enough to be in the Premier League. There's not one black Premier League manager. You can't tell me that there's not. Am I wrong?
But Biddy, and as well, Biddy, we're overrepresented in sports. Yeah. So hold on, we've got the opportunity to play ball. Like, you compare the percentage of black people in this country compared to how many are in the Premier League and professional football. We've got a lot of representation in football. Like, me personally, in 2021, black people are winning. Like, I don't think we should even, like, I don't think we should focus on any of the negatives. Like, we're winning. There's no two ways about it. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. It's improved. It's definitely got a lot better since back in the days.
Look,
100% it's got a lot better.
My dad come up through racist Britain. Yeah. He will even tell you what is people moaning about now. He will tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's probably been through a lot worse.
It could be, it is perspective, but I'm trying to, like,
but perspective is a good thing. Perspective, like that you need perspective. Otherwise, you don't.
Like, Brit, for me, like, and another thing, Biddy, it's like, why does no one talk about the black slavery what's still going on in the Middle East?
Yeah, this is what. So why? Yeah, that's a good question.
Why is all this? Oh, Black Lives Matter. If you care about Black Lives Matter so much, go to Yemen, go to some of these Middle Eastern countries where they treat black people like shit.
And try and do something about it.
You know what I'm saying? Do something. If you care so much about, my ancestors were slaves. Exactly. You might not even know that they were slaves, but you still associate your tag with slavery. We need to snap out of that. Yeah. Oh yeah, my ancestors. How do you know? How do you know they weren't slave traders?
This is what I'm saying, bro. This whole BLM thing.
You know your whole ancestry. The BLM's a joke. If you want to do me a favor, BLM, go to the Middle East and sort out the black slavery in Libya, Yemen. You know where them countries, Jordan. You know them countries. Yeah, do something about that then.
I get stressed.
What's that country? That country, Niger or something? Not Nigeria.
Niger.
But the biggest child marriage rate in the world. Do something about that. I'm sick of get on one knee. Do something about actual black people suffering.
Exactly. Thank you. That's my point. This whole BLM is just a facade. They need to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people in power need to do. Like, it's easy to say.
And the calling for Muslims as well. Do something about that as well. Do something about that in China, man. Because there's so much shit going on. Yeah. But no one, they just want a virtue signal.
There's certain things they won't address.
Yeah, they just won't address it. Yeah. Why are you not addressing slavery in the Middle East?
That brings my point on about the Super League, in that this is what I'm saying, Dave. This is why I'm saying that
it all comes up from corruption. It all comes up from corruption. It's all linked. The whole thing.
Everything is corruption, but people only say something when they are affected, right? The Black Lives Matter movement really only affects black people because they're the ones who want something done about it. So you don't see as much outrage as you have seen in regards to the Super League. So this is what I'm trying to say to you, in that if Black lives really matters just as much as the white people's matters. And I'm not, I shouldn't just keep saying black and white. It's not just black and white. I mean, there's obviously Asians. There's a lot of different races in China. I'm not just trying to make it just like two different things. But what I'm saying is, if we manage so much, why isn't there as much outrage, and why isn't there as much unity in terms of trying to get something resolved? I only see one group of people chanting Black Lives Matter, but when it comes to Super League, people
trying to Black Lives Matter is all white people with rainbow hair and all that. There ain't no I don't know. Do you think I'm at some BLM protest? Me and my dad and all my family. Boy, leave that for the transvestites and all that. Leave that to them, man. Let them virtue signal.
It is a signal. Bro, you know what pisses me off here? When that Black Lives Matter thing started, you know, the protests and that, the amount of people who went there and then went straight on Facebook or Instagram and posted about it.
Oh yeah, like, this is what I'm saying.
Why can't you just do it and not post about it? This is what I'm trying to say.
I might just not go.
Or like, it doesn't have to be. It's like going down the road and seeing and giving a homeless man some money, and then posting it on Facebook like, "Oh, I've just given the homeless man the $5." But that's like, so what? What do you want? Do you want credit for that? Because people just want to show that, look how good I am. I'm such a good person, without actually doing anything good. That's what gets to me.
I'll tell you my thing on the whole outrage, this and that. Yeah, you see when there's racism, when England go play these countries and whatnot. That's their issue. Like I'm not stepping foot in no Bulgaria anyway. Bro, I'm not going there, bro. Who's going to Bulgaria on holiday, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Who's going to Serbia and all them places, bro? I couldn't give a rat's ass if they're racist or not. Just ban the fans from coming in when we go there. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop all the talk that, and that's it, done. Yeah. Like, as for because we're not. We're not playing in the Premier League and getting bananas thrown at us and it's just not happening. Yeah. So when we go to these fucking shitty countries, like, that's their issue.
Yeah, that's when you get more
shitty mentality countries and that. Like, that's we shouldn't focus on their views as much. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because it's their own.
Silly. They're silly.
It's their traditions.
That's their issue. Like,
unless you're gonna go over to them and dictate.
Yeah, unless you're gonna go over. If you care that much about them being racist, how about all you black people that care? Why don't you fly over there and educate them? Because I don't care how they think personally. It doesn't affect my life. I'm getting my money.
Fly over and educate them.
You know what I'm saying? If you care so much about these absolute cavemen, fly over there. Because I'm not going. I don't care how they think.
That's true.
Ban them when England or any other country with black players go, so we don't have to hear this monkey rubbish. So I don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. It's
getting too much, man. I'm getting fed up of seeing posts after every single weekend. There's some professional players been racially abused. Not just black. I don't want to be Human Son was racially abused as well not too long ago, and it's just constant, and I don't understand why.
This is the thing. It's a bunch of little idiots. All colours, by the way, all colours, just chatting rubbish. Like, I think we should just, some people don't deserve the attention. It's kind of why I don't like putting my energy towards these kind of things, because it's like, hold on,
I get what you're saying.
These people are thick as shit.
I agree. I agree. The people don't deserve attention, but the situation does. And I feel like someone needs to be made an example of.
I think
there should be algorithms on these big social media platforms to just cancel it.
Yeah.
Do you know what
I'm saying? It comes up. That's what I'm trying to say.
You'll see a video that will come up and it'll be like, oh, this video's it's got issues that might affect you in some way. If a comment comes up, just do the same thing with the comment or whatever. Whatever
exactly. It is. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
I agree. It's too easy. But at the same time, stop giving it attention.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It works both ways. It's like
you want kind of a difficult one.
Because me personally,
you have to raise awareness for it. You know, you do have to raise awareness about it. That's the thing. So it's kind of like,
but it's not my job, because me right now, like Britain, I've got no issue walking down the street. It doesn't affect me that some little turd in his mum's basement is chatting shit on Twitter. It doesn't actually affect me. It's like, listen, the kid would get slapped out his boots. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why am I giving this youth attention?
But you see what though, Dave, this is what I'm saying.
You know what they should do as well? Yeah. The kids that chat the most rubbish, bro, just Twitter should just publish their address online or something. Just do you know what? Just humiliate these kind of men. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you got this much talk behind the computer screen, I beg you, let someone come round and just. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%,
I think what happened with there's one Birmingham City fan called One-Eyed Baz, yeah? Just one big Donny, yeah? He was part of like one ex-Birmingham hooligan and whatnot. One Birmingham fan wrote something about Jack Grealish's brother that died or something when he was a kid or something, yeah? And I think that Baz, like, he knew someone that knew the youth or something. Man went to his yard and gave him a little discipline and whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? Had him doing a little charity work. Had him doing charity work. Probably had him running laps around the running track. You know that? No, let's just discipline these youths because they're a bunch of idiots. He thinks there's no repercussions for talking shit online. It's not even, forget the race.
That's the word, repercussion. That's it, mate. That's what I'm trying to say.
There's no repercussions. It's like the youths deserve to just be slapped. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say. So you're right. You're right when you say don't give these specific people attention.
Don't give them attention.
I feel like if you give one person, just one person, like in my opinion, the chance was Slava Prague, and that racial incident with Slava Prague and that player. That was a perfect opportunity because there were so many eyes on that situation. So many people wanted to know what was going on. And I feel like, okay, don't give every little idiot in some guy's basement enough attention, but the people in the eye of the public view, like the guy that played for Slava Prague, use that person as an example and say, okay, you've just done this, like you've just racially abused this person, right? Your punishment is going to be a lot more than a 10-game ban. You're probably going to be banned, like we're going to ban you for a season, ban you for life. But we're also going to educate you, where I agree with you on that, CJ. We're going to educate you as well, just to tell you the reasons why what you've done is wrong. And then by using this one example, I feel like it would kind of open the eyes to a lot of people, you know, because this is a professional footballer who has just been treated this way and has been punished in this way. So people will feel like maybe I shouldn't be racist anymore. Maybe, do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like it helps.
At the same time, Biddy, how often does it happen? It's not a reoccurring issue. It's like really once in a blue moon, isn't it?
It's starting to happen a lot more now, though. That's why.
I haven't seen it much.
I mean, like it's always memorable whenever it happens. Like the Suarez incident with Evra, that one's highlighted. Emre over in Turkey. Do you remember all the players? I think the next year, all the players were tackling him.
Yeah, Emre, that's his name, isn't it?
All the players were tackling him hard. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's very rare.
Within
hear what I'm saying though as well, Biddy. Yeah, since this Slava Prague guy's done this. You can't come to England. You can't come to Britain. Do you know? You got to think of these kind of things as well. Yeah, he might have got a 10-match ban, but do you think he can come to London and put here? Like he can't step foot in Britain. He can holiday to the Caribbean.
No way.
You reckon he's getting welcomed in Nigeria? You know?
Definitely not.
Come on, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like.
I get you.
Life goes on.
Yeah, you're right. Like, it is very rare in football in terms of the players on players or ref on players and things like that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that happens often, but what I'm saying is racism in general is definitely not rare. So when a rare racial situation happens in a massive public domain like football, who has such a massive influence, that should be used as an opportunity to discipline all of these other people in the world. That's what I'm trying to say. But by not cracking down on it so much, it it gives this impression that racism is not that much of a big deal, because
like I said, I think yeah, you're right. Like I said, what ultimately needs to happen is the person who gave him this thing should take accountability. Like, they should come forward, say their name, show their picture. The way we see or whoever the owner of Liverpool is, we should see who it is making that decision and be like, all right, we all agree that was a dumb punishment. Fire him. See you later.
Exactly. I would that would go such a long way, because imagine if that happened, people would be like, whoa, this is for real. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, you start I mean, why they have a right to give a punishment.
But I think as well, Biddy, a lot of people aren't taking the whole, like, you see, when they're not taking racism as seriously because of all the virtue signaling. It's kind of put.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of.
Because it's almost like, they're banging on again.
It's like, unless something's actually racist, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear perceived racism, or I think this was Look, if it's racist in your face, boom, deal with it. But apart from that, I don't want to. I'm sick of the speculation of racism. It's like, when it's racist,
I see what you're saying.
Racist, deal with it. But when you've got they've got these footballers, 200 grand a week. Listen, if you want to do me a favor, give me some money. Instead of getting on your knee, can I have some money? Yeah. Spread the love, bro.
Donate 5%.
Yeah, spread the love, bro. Come on, do you know what I'm saying, Biddy? I don't need no footballer or Aubameyang on 350 grand a week moaning about. No, listen, I if I was getting paid 350 grand a week, I'd put up with a lot of shit, you know. I'm telling you, you can call.
I know what you're
doing. I'm a big skin guy, bro. I'll take it. Do you know? But I'll cry.
I agree with you on that. It's almost like the boy who cried wolf, isn't it? Like, if you're always banging on about something that a lot of the time
we're getting that's what I'm saying. When the Premier League start banging on some random 6-year-old white donnies on commentating on Sky Sports saying, racism, this. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. You've been paid to say this. Just shut up. Like, you don't care. I don't care about this virtue signaling. I beg you just kick the ball.
Just kick the ball.
I beg you just Arsenal, try score a goal. Try beat Fulham at home, rather than worrying about getting on your knee. Worrying about political issues. Focus on winning some football matches. You get paid enough.
It's getting weird. It is getting very political, to be fair.
It's getting too political, bro. I miss the old school.
I guess I'm kind of asking to be more political.
Don't you just miss the
maybe that's the wrong
I miss the old days of, Arsene Wenger, Henry, Vieira, the old school Premiership. None of this politic crap.
It's all very
none of these players trying to be politically correct. We've got like Hector Bellerin thinking he's some, it's just annoying, bro. Thinks he's some
trees and that. But bro, on the flip side to that, look at what good it does. Like, Marcus Rashford is a perfect example of that. If it wasn't for Marcus Rashford being political and standing out and stuff, those kids wouldn't have food. So this is what I'm trying to say, in that
he's actually made an action.
Yeah, he's
done something real. Do you get it?
Yeah,
not just lending his voice, posting.
It's not just all that.
It's not just actually
talk.
Physically done stuff. But what he's done is what could actually be done if players really gave a shit. I think that's
exactly. So let's just stop it there. In that. Yeah. It's not just banged on. He's done something, and that's what this whole show for me has been about. We've talked a lot. We've knelt down every single game. Nothing has happened. When the NHS is being clapped for, that lasted what? How did that last for? But the NHS is not being. What should have happened is people should be signing petitions for the NHS to get pay rises. Clapping, it's not going to do anything.
The government's clever. Instead of giving them a pay rise, because the NHS are going, hey, well, we're overworked, we're understaffed. They're going, all right, let's clap for them.
Let's clap. Well done.
It's all virtual signaling, Biddy. Unfortunately, It's the same with the it goes from the Premier League to Black Lives Matter. It's all virtual. Like I said, BLM. You cared so much. Go to the Middle East. Go to Africa. Same with this whole. You know what? COVID comes into this, yeah, and I'll tell you how.
Yeah, we've got you
care about. Yeah, I know. The COVID thing. You care about people's health and life so much, but you're letting kids starve all over the world.
Yeah.
Someone died of the flu or COVID, even though they've been shot in the head. Yeah, anything could happen. I could jump off these balcony right now and they put a COVID death on there. Yeah. So my point is, you see, you claim that you care about all these lives. Oh, protect NAN, protect NHS, protect this. What about the kids starving in Africa? What about the Uyghur Muslims? What about the slavery going on in the Middle East? Yeah, you don't care about human. Oh, you care about so much. You're trying to force everyone to get a vaccine. Get the fuck out of it. How about you do me a favor? I don't want no vaccine. How about you do this for me? How about you go build some, help renovate some of the villages in Africa and this and that. Help root out the, some of these greedy.
Like build some schools, hospitals.
Proper, man. Do something proper.
Do something tangible. Something tangible. And that's why I rate what Michael Rashford has done, because he did something. He did something that made a change. And I feel like that's what needs to be done more of. People need to be more action, less talk, is my opinion anyways. But yeah, boys, like CJ mentioned earlier, we've been doing this for over like 2 hours or so. Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna run.
Yeah, it's been sick.
It has been really, really good, to be fair. There's not been any like pauses or nothing like that. So I feel like people are definitely gonna dig this video and hopefully they're gonna watch it all the way through, being 2 hours long or so.
You guys, I had the door open as well. Yeah, we're gonna go chill, man. It's been good talking to you, though, Biddy.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's been chilled. You guys have had some good insights and stuff. I think next time, like, if you're up for it, CJ, and obviously you as well, bro. If you're about, Dave, we can do another video or something. Like, there's a lot to talk about, VAR and all that kind of stuff. VAR is a big topic as well. So maybe we could do another video like this. I feel like this has been really good. So yeah,
I like to rant, bro. I like to get shit off my chest, as you can see. So yeah, man.
It helps, man. Me too, bro. Have you not seen how passionate I've been about this whole time?
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, man, everyone gets passionate about something that they care about. So anyways, yeah, that's us, bro. I mean, just before we go, we're just gonna do a quick outro. CJ, just tell the people where they can find you, your socials and everything.
All right, so it's CEEZI, CZ, or ZC3NWO on Instagram. And then yeah, like for me, got a load of stuff I'm doing, obviously sideways, like off social media. I'm going into sort of digital marketing, bin and finance, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, now I'm just kind of leaning into passions whilst COVID's happening, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's me.
All right, well, what about you, Dave? You got
that's me.
Just chilling. You'll see you when I see you.
See you when I see you. Yeah.
On the lay low. All right, bro. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, thanks you guys for coming on. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna do this.
Get them with your stuff, man. Where are they finding you?
Oh, my stuff. Yeah, man. You know me. I'm all about promoting others. It's not so much about me, but yeah. Call him Biddy. Call me Biddy. I've got 2 socials on Instagram, Facebook. You can check me out there. Call him Biddy or call me Biddy. Saranti Attire as well. It's the name of my clubber. So check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Check out our website as well, saranti.co.uk. We've got a couple of new collections just dropped. We've got a lot of good items on our website, so definitely do check us out, guys. And yeah, check out my YouTube channel as well. Obviously, Call Him Biddy is my YouTube channel, which is where this video is going. I'm going to try and post as regularly as possible, but really